How you doing? Frankie Fender's coming at you from the garage. It's 12:22 at night. Taking the windshield off the Road Runner. Why? Because it's time to get it off, that's why. Basically what I'm doing is taking a box cutter and I'm just slicing down this old gasket because it's old and dried, and then the windshield will pretty much just right off from there. I love you.
Look at my bike, naked.
Cute.
Should go ride it like this.
Do whatever you want, babe. And as we're cutting, the box cutter is above the glass. You don't want to actually catch the glass with it for the obvious reasons. So pretty much this kind of like center mark on the gasket, you can tell, and you can feel the blade when it's riding behind above the glass on the back side of the rubber. And just like that. So now pretty much the glass is just sitting on the back side of the rubber, and we'll be able to push it out from the inside once it's all out, and she'll be free. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about over here. You can see the end of the glass. So as I'm cutting, obviously you want to get the blade beyond the glass, not actually riding on the glass. So we're not cutting into it. So it's a little bit of being meticulous here and being careful. Also being careful that as I'm pulling, I've got to put a decent amount of pressure. So if it slips, it's going to really rip my hand. These old windshield trim clips are kind of rusty and beat down, but keep my hand up high enough on the blades. This way, if it slips, I'm not gonna rip the bottom of my hand open. I'm just getting this corner cleaned away. And then just kind of picking at it and being careful. You can get a screwdriver in here or something underneath, but you also don't want to be pushing under the glass and then putting pressure on the glass, which could crack it. So you can see just by messing with it, we get it. This is, 50-year-old dry rotted rubber, and it'll rip off pretty easily. And at this point, that's pretty much all you got to do around here, because now, like I said, this front side of the glass is exposed, and this whole the glass will be able to pop up because it's just resting on the back. So we'll just continue down the bottom, and then we can push it from the inside out, and she'll be out. Everything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Fuck your court.
She's crazy, guys. In case you didn't know, right now Mrs. Finelli is in here working on her Harley. Team duo and in. Actually, I don't know what I'm really doing here. With 3 sides off, we should be able to hinge this out. So let's see. Yep. That's it. Making extra work for myself for no reason. So there we go. There's your 1969 Plymouth Road Runner glass. And obviously when we're handling this, you want to hold it centered where as possible so you're not flexing it too much. And I'd say it probably weighs about 30 to 40 pounds. So what I'll do from here is wrap the corners with some cardboard or some styrofoam, something like that, and then wrap the whole piece of glass in like some big packaging wraps. This way it's super protected, and I'll put it up top inside my storage shed, and we'll hang on to this until the lucky day when it goes back in the car. And that should pretty much be the same process for any of your late 60s B bodies to get those windshields out, because they're all kind of held in by the same big chunky rubber gasket. That's it. While we're at it, yeah. Into the trash pile. I'm pleasantly surprised to see that down in this channel, it's actually not rotted to hell, because usually these things might leak over the years and rot out, but it's actually in good shape. And here, once again, you can see the original bronze metallic paint from this car. So as we've been uncovering it, I think I've maybe mentioned in previous videos, I wasn't quite sure with all the layers of paint on this car, did it start out brown, red, white, you know, what was going on with it, but indefinitely I've found a lot of this bronze metallic hiding in this car, and so I am 99% sure that's what this car started out as, which is a pretty cool color. And if we come over to our paint chip wall, you can see the original color right there, the bronze fire poly. That's pretty cool. Another thing too, I'll just go ahead and scrape out the rest of this rubber in here, and then all of these windshield molding clips are obviously rotted out, but they're actually screwed in. You can kind of still see the head of that one screw there. So as long as the hole isn't too bad, we can hopefully get these out. If not, we can, you know, weld, close them back up, and then re-drill and tap them when we go ahead and reinstall the windshield later on down the line. Look at this original paint. That's cool. Bronze fire poly. So I pulled off this front upper trim that kind of holds in the front of the headliner. That's down. The mirror is off as well, hanging out right here. And then I'm just gonna go through now and pull off these rear door panels. So taking apart these interiors is actually very relaxing and simple and fun. So you pretty much do 90% of interior tear down with one of these door panel pliers, a socket, I think it's a 7/16 socket, a screwdriver, and an Allen key. So taking this Allen key here, pulling off this little flat-headed bolt. The window roll down is off. And before I called this a door panel, this obviously isn't a door, so it's actually an interior panel, but you know what I mean. So then Phillips screwdriver, there'll be 2 spots underneath this armrest, which you'll find. And I'm even doing this from the front seat. That's how relaxing this is. Okay, armrest is off, and now just pop off the door panel, the little panel pliers. Pull the door panel again. Interior panel. You know what I mean. That's off. That's off. And the moisture barrier is held in behind this little upper stainless rail trim. Look at this. We can even get more efficient and fast and use some power tools. Really make no time of this tear down. Sweet. All right, and now you can actually see some more of that original bronze fire poly and some primer in here. And then this upper part of the interior panel is got a screw this way, which was missing, and there's one over here and maybe another one. That's it. That's off now too. And then this felt, which kind of helps guide and protect your windows, it comes up and down, kind of snaps in and gets replaced. And that's really all there is to it. We'll do the same thing on that side, and this interior is pretty close. We'll rip this headliner out, take out this fake cardboard trunk divider, pop the seats out. There's 4 bolts. They bolt through the bottom of the floor. Carpet, and that's it. She's done. All right, that's 90% of the interior chilling up there. And to get the headliner out, you just got to pop out the little dome light, which has 2 screws up there. And then to get this out, this little socket part, to slide through this aluminum base, all you've got to do is get a plier and kind of pinch this in, and then you can feed it back through that hole. It's also 3 in the morning right now, and we don't care.
I'm kind of getting tired now.
Oh, now you're getting tired?
A little bit.
I'm beyond tired. That's all there is to it. And then when you go to put this in, this just snaps back through. Feed that wire up there and just pull this headliner out. Good to go. What's up, YouTube? This is Frank. I think I had a massive glob of Krispy Kreme on my fotch before, so it's really funny to watch that in editing. So it's 3:07 in the morning, and Alex has changed the fairing and put a new intake on her Harley, while I have completely stripped the interior of the Road Runner minus the seat and the front part of the carpet.